life mat and life rings, as well as life belts and life jackets. The life jackets are spread evenly around those, including our robbers. In that very unlikely event, you would ask, please just remain calm, remain seated, and please just follow the instructions given to you by the crew. We do have three crew serve you with any teas, coffees, hot chocolates, wine, spirits, lagers, ciders, any other refreshments you do require from the arms will then point you there I am, but I did the only thing I could think to do, and threw it straight in the bin. So what I'm going to do instead now is spend the next hour of our lovely river cruise making up a whole load of nonsense about the river and hoping it ignites in their time. They train approximately 500 Royal Naval cadets there every year from over 50 different countries. Now the college itself does boast quite a lot of amazing art into the monarchy. At the time it was good Queen Bess. Now we don't actually have any records of what these services actually were, but we do believe that it had something to do with the importation of potatoes and tobacco. Either way though, it didn't do him very much good because he shortly afterwards fell out of favour with the crown, the monarchy, and was actually threatened more serious though, and he was actually tried for the crime of treason. It turns out, a very short time after the trial, he very clumsily and mysteriously misplaced his own head. So we're likely to get very deep ties in this particular area, and I will mention it one or two more times as we go along our way. On the other side of the British there on pontoon. And what you need to do if you want to go from one side to the other is ring that bell rather loudly, and providing that nobody in the old ferryman back to British though, if you are visiting the village, you might want to pop into that really discreetly painted building over there on the quay wheel on the right hand side there. And that's a rather lovely pink building there, that's the ferry boat inn, or the FBI. Living in the village. For example, James Dyson, the famous inventor of the bandless vacuum cleaner, he actually has a second home there and quite often spends a lot of time in the village. The actress Kate Winslet from the Titanic film actually has a division. The Greenway brothers also retired back to the village. They were actually born there, and after their long and illustrious television careers, they retired back to the village. Although it has to be said, they're very private people, and they don't like us talking about their business. Of course, I'm going to be very respectful of that, by not pointing out the White House to the opposite. I'm going back to Agatha Christie though. Agatha Christie actually lived in the main house for about 30 years, although during World War II the house was actually requisitioned, but it's actually said that she got quite a lot of her inspiration for her novels whilst living along the river. She did eventually become the most successful writer in history, and she's actually sold over 1 billion copies of her books right here. And I've headed back along the river on the right-hand side with a guy that had actually committed the heinous crime of nagging them. So they would actually sit them in the dumping school as the tide was coming in and dump them in and out. Of course, they had to stop this many years ago, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's just not the kind of thing now, is it? Comes in here, comes in here. But until that day comes, I'm going to keep telling them. But going back to the estates on the right hand side, as you will remember, these are the ones that were granted to Sir Walter Valley, and they're very unusually forward. After it was built, that you also had that boat hoist installed to the left hand side. Of course, when you brought this boat up on the small floating